Hey guys, day 5025 since diagnosis. It is January 25th, 2019. My name is Jason Berger. I'm a 47-year-old disabled retired police officer. I am currently dealing with my fifth recurrence, potentially fifth recurrence of primary central nervous system lymphoma, one of the rarest. Check that. Less than 3% of all central nervous system cancers is what I have. I was given 2 years to live, and this past September 27th was 14 years. In those 14 years, I've had now my fifth recurrence. And I'm currently prepping for a stem cell transplant. Whether I do or I don't know. Had a really good meeting with Dr. Padawala from the James Cancer Center in Columbus, Ohio, by Ohio State University. Today, I just had an MRI in Brunswick, and I'm very optimistic that it's going to be clear. And then Liz and I just got home now. She's actually cleaned up some dishes, and we've got a big fundraiser to go to tomorrow. My buddy's daughter passed away, Allison Rose, a freak thing with a peanut allergy, and that's going to be a huge shindig. A lot of people are going to be there. And then we go out to Mass General in Boston to meet their stem cell transplant team on, I think, the 30th, and then we fly back home, and we spend the night here, the 31st, and then we fly back to New York, spend the night, meet that team, and then see if I like them or not. And then we get the results from MRI, from today's MRI. Well, we review the results on the 4th with Dr. Peerbill, my neuro-oncologist that been treating for the last 14 years at the Cleveland Clinic. And we'll see what happens. So the doctor at the James was going to call Dr. Gromes at Memorial Sloan Kettering in New York and directly ask him, did you or did you not see 6% lymphoma cells in my spinal fluid? Or were they just atypical cells? And he was very optimistic. He said, that's very common to have atypical cells. What's not common is a patient with your disease that has lasted this long and has had as much treatment as you've had. So they have no idea. And the other really critical part of that equation is they've never seen a patient with a history like mine that looks as healthy and as vibrant as I look. So we'll see what happens. I've been really trying to stick to my morning routines and my breathing exercise and my workouts, eating clean. I'm very perplexed as to why this came back. And I know it's an insidious disease, and it never gives up, but then again, neither do I. So I've been getting a lot of phone calls the last couple of weeks from friends of mine, but friends I haven't really talked to in a while. And it's really odd that they're all asking me, how are you doing? I tell everybody, I'm exceptional. And they follow that question up with, what about your mental? Are you seeing a therapist? Taking any kind of supplements? Doing any kind of something for your mental attitude? How the hell are you this positive after all these years? I said, I have no idea. I don't know why I'm so positive. And when I went to see Dr. Zara, my medical marijuana doctor, he actually told me that he saw this speaker, some doctor who had data stating that patients that have a positive outlook on their disease, or their cancer in my case, and their treatments tend to fare better than patients with a negative attitude. So after that conference, he said he stayed after and spoke to her and told her about me. So he says, have you ever had a patient that's been over 10 years with CNS lymphoma? She said, that's impossible, which is really not, but he said, well, I've got a patient that is over 14 years, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to meet her. I don't know what's going to happen, but it was really kind of cool. And the term getting thrown around about me by all these doctors is, you're an outlier. You're a pioneer, a rebel. That's cool. That's great. But at the end of the day, it's really not, because they don't know what the hell to do with me. They've never dealt with somebody who's had as long of a stretch with this disease on top of as many treatments as I have to my brain. And my biggest concern, my biggest fear is the neurotoxicity. My brain is already certainly suffering from the past treatments. I'm nowhere near as witty or quick as I used to be. And like, just anybody that has no disease, no health issues, we all have our good days and bad days. Well, I don't know if my good days appear to be much greater than others, and my bad days seem to be worse than others. But either way, I'm making big strides, and I'm sticking to my diet. I'm sticking to my alternative treatments. And Dr. Bergman, he was a doctor his last day was a couple weeks ago, a month ago, and he is at the functional medicine clinic at the Cleveland Clinic. And he said, before we leave, he said, I would just like to thank you. I said, you want to thank me? He said, yeah. He said, it's patients like you, the rare ones, that are the outliers. Again, there's that word. He said, I truly believe, had you not been doing all your other stuff, I really don't think you'd be alive today. I said, I agree. And I don't think it's one magic bullet. I think there's a bunch of small little things that add up to big things. So, we've got a very busy weekend, very busy week, very busy life. So, the support I get from family and friends is just unbelievable. To say I'm blessed is a understatement. All right, very hungry. Lunchtime.